Hey, you've tuned into the GFree and Happy show tonight. I've got a special guest. I've got Tori Molnar, who is talking about the gluten-free products that she loves. She has ToriMolnar.com, and she's a teen entrepreneur, and she's going to talk about all of her favorite GFree and Happy treats. Stay tuned. Hey, you've tuned into the GFree and Happy show. Tonight is going to be an amazing night. So we're going to have so much fun with Tori Molnar and a special guest. Her mom is on too. And if you know Tori Molnar, check out ToriMolnar.com. Hold on, let me get her website in the background here. She is a teen entrepreneur. I followed her for years, it seems like. This girl is not that old, and she's inspired people from all over the world. So check her out in just a few minutes. She'll be talking about her favorite G-free treats. But first, episode 69 of the GFree and Happy show is brought to you by MesaDeVita.com. Menus by Mesa DeVita help you bring more life to your table. Chef-designed gluten-free recipes, menus, and online cooking classes to help you save time, save money, and make you a healthy kitchen rock star. I've used many of Chef Kirsten's recipes, and I'm thrilled she is sponsoring my April shows. So we're going to bring on Tori and her mom because this is special. I've actually gotten to know them over the years. So it's really going to be a fun show because they're a crack up and they're super young too. I'm very jealous. Let's get them both on. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the GFree and Happy show. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We're super excited to be on.
So
excited.
So it's Tori and her mother, Nakia. Wait,
yes.
Did I say that right too?
Yes, you did it absolutely right.
Yes. Okay. Now, where are you? Oh, you're in a hotel room. Where are you in the U.S.?
We're in Pittsburgh. I had Hilton hook me up with a hotel room so we could get some good internet going so we wouldn't get disconnected.
Okay, so you guys need to really check out Tori. She is a total entrepreneur rock star with her mother helping her along the way, and they've joined forces in this really cool, very exciting adventure. So we're going to talk about Tori first and then your adventure next. So Tori, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur, blogger, and speaker. I currently blog for the Huffington Post as well as my own site, ToriMolnar.com. And I don't know, just having a lot of fun doing it. What I call my baby, Eutoria, is relaunching as we speak. We're doing a series of events called BYOB, Become Your Own Boss, where we take young women and men if they want to, from idea to profit ready in one day. So those are really fun events. And then we're launching another company together called Bars and Bites, where basically it's an online retail store where we're curating the best of the best natural bars and snack products, but only from small producers. So in turn, we can educate the consumers about where their food is coming from and who it comes from.
Okay. So I'm just amazed at what you just said, too. Not one of my other guests have, I've known you. I think I've interviewed you with either Carissa or Jen many years ago. And you were, 15 then? So now...
I was 14 the first time Jen interviewed me, yeah.
Yeah. So 4 years, how many years later, you are a rock star and you're going to be president someday, I'm sure. So let's talk about bars. Yeah. Bars and okay, so Bars and Bites, you are featuring because there's a reason actually. So we're going to go into the health part of your family and also how the gluten-free diet has helped you guys so much. Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about that.
Definitely. So we started changing our eating habits when my little brother, who is 10 years old, was diagnosed with Asperger's. We took him to a homeopathic doctor, and she recommended we get rid of gluten and dairy and, chemicals and, anything else bad that was in the house. So we slowly started changing our habits, and, everyone started changing their habits. You can't have dairy in a house where you're asking, a 9-year-old to drink almond milk. It just doesn't work. So we all changed with him. And as we started changing what we were eating, we found that we were feeling 10 times better. And over the past year, Mom has lost 50 pounds. And I've lost a ton of weight, especially since I've kind of embarked on this fitness journey about 6 months ago. And I've been rigorously going to the gym and working out and eating well and, just changing the whole lifestyle. So now everyone's benefiting from it. And it's really fun to see how it's changing us all.
Yeah, gluten will do wonders. And then when you're gluten-free will do, gluten-free diet will do wonders for you. I know I felt better. Most people feel that way too. But it takes a lot of time and energy, and, you have to be strict.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you're traveling so much. And some of the things that you've mentioned tonight, too, are big deals for traveling. Some of the bars you're going to mention, but also even if you make some of those treats from the scratch, from the box, you can take those traveling or, to class parties or whatever you want to do. I liked your picks tonight. And they're unusual because I haven't heard of most of them, except for a few. So let's get going on them. So we're going to go with Tate's first, right? Tate's Bake Shop.
Tate's Bake Shop is personally my favorite company on earth. They make the best gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. And I originally heard of Tate's when the founder spoke on stage at Spark and Hustle, and she kind of started popping up all over the place in my life. I saw her on MSNBC Your Biz with JJ Ramberg and on a few other media outlets, and I think I saw her speak one other time at an event, and then finally I saw them at Expo West when I went there. But probably about a year ago, I was going through the grocery store, and here were Tate's on the shelf, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is that company that I've seen 20 times. I need to try these. And they were gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, and I swear they were the best cookies I've ever had. Ever. Not even just gluten-free. I will never eat another cookie again unless it's Tate's Bake Shop. So I went to their booth at Expo West, and I felt like a junkie because I was like, oh my gosh, how do I get a wholesale account? I need your products. I need to buy cookies. They're the best things on earth.
They're the cookie favorite. That's the only cookie usually in our house.
Yes.
So where do you buy these? Do you have to buy them online, or can you buy them in a store?
You can buy them online and in a store.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can buy them through the website, and they actually have some other products too. They have brownies and cookies and even gift tins that you can give away for holidays or special occasions.
She does both, though. She has non-gluten-free products as well as gluten-free.
I saw a few of them. Yeah, there was some wheat. The word wheat is a bad word in my vocabulary, and I saw that word. But yeah, they had Easter cookie towers. They have bar towers. They have party favors. Yeah, they have a lot. I'm impressed.
They have a huge selection.
A weekend tower has cakes and pies too.
Yes. And her story, the way this woman started the company, is absolutely amazing. She actually started another bakery. I forget exactly what the story was, but something happened with her partners, and she ended up losing the business, and they basically stole it out from underneath her. And then she took everything that she had in her bank account and went and started Tate's Bake Shop, and now it's more successful than her male counterparts were ever able to make of the business that they took from her. So it's a really great story.
Yeah, she wasn't even able to open the business. The first business that she built wasn't called Tate's, but she couldn't even get her name back. She had built a reputation for having these really awesome baked goods, and everybody loved her products, and they had recognized the brand by that point, but she lost the brand and had to start all over again. But she's been very successful even the second time around.
Yeah, I love that you know the story of this woman and her business.
Yeah. Well, that's really what we're passionate about is lifting up these small businesses. That's
talking
really,
about them.
Yes,
really
exactly.
what we do. Yes.
I don't think we ever use a product or eat something or go to a restaurant or even fly with an airline where we don't know who started it, how it works, how they treat their employees, how many employees do they have, like what's their company culture like. We investigate it all.
I will tell you to follow Tori Molnar on Twitter too. Tori Molnar is just the thing, because I saw you rant today.
Well, yes, I was going to say, if you follow Tori, you have to make sure you're prepared for her opinions, because she has lots of them.
And boy, did they get back to you fast.
They do.
Yes.
When Tori starts ranting, everybody's like on the phone calling. They don't even want to get on Twitter. They're like calling the phone.
I know, that was impressive, Tori, I have to say. And one more thing.
I have a funny story to tell you about So Delicious when we get to them.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so the real fast Spark and Hustle, you mentioned them, and I didn't get a chance to say a little bit about that real fast.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Spark and Hustle was founded by Tori Johnson, who's a serial entrepreneur. She is a writer for Success Magazine, and she appears on Good Morning America every Thursday for her Steals and Deals segment. And when I was 14, Tori Johnson became my first ever mentor and asked me to attend one of her Spark and Hustle events. And it was at that point she put me on stage in front of 250 businesswomen. I had never spoken before in my life. And at the end of a 3-minute pitch about what at that time was an idea of Utoria, I had 250 women on their feet, crying, throwing business cards at me and notes and products and all kinds of craziness. And so then she asked me to be the youth speaker for her tour. And, it's just been a crazy whirlwind ever since. But her events are really amazing. They're all centered around women entrepreneurs, growing businesses, building businesses, and, really just getting out there, hustling and making it happen.
Just like you, a hustler, a nice young hustler for business. All right, so the next one, let's go into Simple Mills.
Simple Mills. So I actually got to meet the founders of Simple Mills at Expo West. They're both women, super energetic, super amazing, and really passionate about what they do. My favorite product from Simple Mills is their gluten-free pumpkin muffin mix. Now I'm actually in the process of editing a video, which I think is I don't know, I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but I'm going to just edit it and put it out there, where I went through and made the pumpkin mix and talked about all the nutrition facts and what's in it and about the company itself, and I'll be posting that on my YouTube channel soon. But definitely one of my favorites. Actually, one of the biggest struggles I have is we take Amtrak a lot because you can take it from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia for super cheap. It's like $50 a person one way. And on Amtrak, you go to the cafe car and there's not a lot of options. They have sodas, they have bottled Starbucks drinks, and then not non-gluten-free cookies, and all of these DiGiorno pizzas and awful things that you don't want to put in your body. So I always gather together all my bars and my snacks. So last time we were on Amtrak, I took and made a dozen pumpkin muffins, and by the time I got to Philadelphia, they were all gone.
Yeah, see, those are really good travel foods to have, these muffins. Yes. And I'm looking at the ingredients: almonds, pumpkin, organic coconut nectar, arrowroot powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice, just the regular kind of spices after that. That is impressive.
All kinds of stuff you can see and say, which is pretty much what we that's what we really targeted with Bars and Bites products. Was we really want as many products as we can find with ingredients you can see and say, and
not that many ingredients too, which is nice. Okay,
that they're just whole foods that are just right there for you to see.
Well, we got to get through these. So Hail Mary is next, and personal favorite of all time for me, because I could finally find, though I will be trying those other ones you just said, but finally found some packaging that I could eat that didn't have a ton of sugar but had that sweet taste. So talk about why you picked Hail Mary.
So my favorite product from Hail Mary is their chocolate macaroons, and they're to die for. But I love Hail Mary because the founder, Sarah, is absolutely amazing. She's a close friend.
Well, she's not the founder.
She's a co-founder. And the two women together have just built such an amazing company, and they've really built it from the ground up, and they're going through all these amazing transitions now, growing the company. You can actually get Hail Mary snacks on Virgin America flights right now.
Can you really?
Yes, which I think is great. And, they're just doing all these things to give back and keep the company culture. And they're about growing women and making women feel great and even helping other women entrepreneurs. And I love that. It's just an all around great company.
I want everybody to purchase Hail Mary if you can because of that. And yes, I read her story finally. I didn't know that she was, what's her name? Sarah. And the other founder. I didn't know that they had started just two women in their kitchen, and that it became this big sensation, if you ask me. So
they have new facilities. They needed a bigger kitchen. They just got new offices. It's beautiful, like a whole new facility they build out in Dallas.
It's just amazing to see two women that are doing such big things. That was born out of like you said, a passion they had where they started in their kitchen.
Yeah, it's a very nice website. So everybody check out hailmary.com. All right, so next one, and that one is Unreal. And I've seen this, and you might have shared this on your Instagram because I follow Tori, by the way. Yeah. So let's see. Get Real. I've got so many of these. I got so many of these things up here. Here it is. Wait, go ahead and say it's not Get Real. It's Unreal.
Yeah, it's Unreal Candy Unjunked. And first of all, I love this company because it was started by like a 15-year-old. I'm not sure how old he is now, but it was started by a teen, and they now have distribution in Target, which is absolutely amazing.
I saw that on their website. That is so cool.
You find Unreal right in the same aisle as all of the other junkier candy. So I'm always going straight for the Unreal. But what I love about them is, all of their stuff is pretty low sugar. It's gluten-free. Again, you read the ingredients label. It's all whole foods that you can pronounce. It's just really good quality products. So for Halloween, Easter, even party favors, whatever I'm doing, I'm always handing out Unreal to everyone instead of, the other options that are out there.
Nice. And they have a great website too. As you're talking, I'm showing it too.
If you can link up the video that they have on there with all the celebrities, it's absolutely hilarious.
Okay, we'll have to look at that.
It's one of my favorite marketing pieces I've ever seen before in my life.
Oh, good.
They did a really great job with it, and I think like John Legend was in there, I think. I can't think. They just have some really big name celebrities in there, and they're like taste testing the candy and like saying what they like about it compared to other options. It's just hilarious. You have to watch it.
And definitely a few of these had videos on each one of their websites too, which was very nice to see too. All right, so the next one, by the way, I'll be checking this out at Target when I go next time. That is so cool. I did not. Oh yeah, here it is. The next one. Go ahead and say which. How do you pronounce this?
It's Nugo, and then
Nugo.
my favorite product from them is Nugo Dark, the chocolate pretzel sea salt something it is.
Which does contain some sugar.
It does. I like. Is that the one that's organic, or is that one dark? Or I see. One thing is like gluten-free, vegan, and then.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one.
They have different options.
Okay, and they're all right here on the website, nicely lit. And where do you find these? Can you find these in stores too?
Yeah, they have. What I love about this company is actually a Pittsburgh-based company. I believe they manufacture as well as distribute out of Pittsburgh. Oakmont, actually. So it's like a really local neighborhood for us. You can buy them online at their website. They're definitely in some local stores, and they're starting to get national distribution. And Nugo is actually going to be a Bars and Bites product. So you'll be able to get that at barsandbites.com as soon as it goes live.
Okay, I was going to ask you which one of these we're going to have that's going to be in your site. So just make sure you tell us those too, that so we can go and get Nugo on barsandbites.com.
Yeah, I think we're choosing like 6 or 7 different flavors for the launch. But the dark chocolate pretzel sea salt will definitely be on there.
I should have told you to bring your bag that, because since you're traveling, you probably have a stash. I should say, what is that?
I should have brought it so I could show you.
Yes, what's in your stash? I know, I do too. I think us all that have to eat gluten-free for sure have that stash in there, especially for like your train ride and things like that too.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next one, go ahead, is... What's that one?
It's Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua. I like that name.
Yeah, I think their website is like chihuahuachocolatier.com or something
Potato chip in chocolate? What was that picture?
So they make all these gourmet chocolates, and mom and I's both favorite is this chocolate that they call firecracker, and it has like some kind of chipotle pepper type thing in it, and when you put it in your mouth, it pops like the Pop Rock candy. And it's just like dark chocolate and like spicy because of the chipotle. It's just absolutely amazing. And I was on their website today actually when I was making the list for you, and they just came out with a s'mores bar, and I was just like mind blown. I can't wait to try it.
I think their products, most of them are not gluten-free though.
Yeah, I believe there are definitely gluten-free options. Like the firecracker was gluten-free, and I believe most of them were.
Well, the bacon one, I tried the bacon one. It's got a little bit of sugar, but I had to try it. Chocolate and bacon. And it was actually good, but it was kind of, it was a little sugary, but I liked it. And I like that people are changing up the chocolates. Tori, Taylor is on chat, and he's following you now.
Oh, awesome.
Taylor, I told Tori about you, so you guys need to connect at some point. Tori, if you're in Florida, that's where he is too.
Yeah, I'll actually be there the whole month of June, so that's fun.
So you guys need to connect. All right, so the next one that we're talking about, we're just going to go briefly over this next one, but you love it so much you wanted to talk about.
I had to mention it. Kind bars are definitely on my top 10, and I take them with me everywhere. One of the things that I love about Kind is that you can actually see what's in the bar. It's not like ground up ingredients, and they taste amazing. Like whenever I'm craving sugar, because it's one of the things that I'm cutting down on, especially with this fitness journey, is so when I'm craving sugar, I go straight to Kind bars because the dark chocolate just kind of, curves it like tremendously. But I got to spend some time with the Kind team while we were at Expo West, and they're all really, really amazing. And as much as it's a bigger distributed product, it's very much so a small business company culture.
That's nice that you said that. And you can find a Kind bar, I mean, even at Starbucks. So it is nice to it's there. And I've had those all the time. But what the list that you shared tonight, it's like, oh my goodness, there's more out there, because I like to know the variety instead of I know that Kind bar's there when I need it. But it's the variety's cool.
There's definitely a ton of options out there.
Now, will you have Kind bars on your website too?
Okay. Yes. So we're actually, instead of just carrying products, we're partnering with companies. So Kind, Nugo, Unreal, those are all going to be partners on our new website.
Because we're going to work together with them to create a different kind of experience instead of just online retail. We're also doing pop-up shops across the country where they will actually be sending people to help us educate our customers on their products. So we're all going to work together.
I love that. It's wonderful to hear. What a nice business model, too. Okay, so we have how many more left?
Maybe 3.
Okay.
3 or 4.
I might not have them all up here, but I want you to talk about them. So what's next?
Alamamo is next.
Oh, yeah.
Alamamo is this really cool nut company, and they make like flavored and seasoned nuts.
Okay, wait, I have to get that one on the website. I have to show that one because I actually watched that video. He was on the cooking channel, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he is so much fun to watch. So,
yes.
So keep talking while I get this
It's just as great in person.
Yeah, so the first experience we had with him was at actually an Expo East last September in Baltimore. And, the Expo West and Expo East are really kind of expensive events to get into when, as far as food vendors. I'm sure their booths are upwards of $1,000. And he just literally brought a box of his product and didn't even have a booth, didn't have anything. And he brought a box of his product and he set it up on a table in the lobby and was just sitting there and talking to anyone who came by. And he would just talk and hand business cards and give out samples. And he was like such a hustler. I was like, that's the kind of person I want to be supporting. So we went and got some of his products and we took them home with us and tried them. And they were really, really great. And they're actually one of Mom's favorite foods. And then we saw him again in Expo West, and we're like, we need to put your products in the Bars and Bites store. So there's another Bars and Bites product.
Well, and some of the ingredients: almonds, organic evaporated cane sugar or cane juice, cherry extract, organic vanilla extract, and love. Yeah. At the end of each one. And so, they have chipotle, chilies, mango powder, cinnamon. It is really just the ingredients, the easy ingredients that are not, you can understand each one too.
Right.
And I love their branding. Their branding is
I know, it's really, I really liked it when I went through this website. So thank you for showing me this. And we will be, and it's got a picture on it, the About page of his daughter. And he actually was cooking with his daughter on his shoulder too on the video on the website.
Yeah.
So I really like that you brought that one up. So the next one, what's that one?
So just go through this one real quickly because I know we're almost out of time here. It's called the Lovely Candy Company, and they make caramels and like chocolates, kind of like a version of Tootsie Rolls. Their products are really amazing, and I believe they're a women-owned company, right?
I think so.
Yeah, another great small business that we love.
And I'm getting that company up right now. Because I thought it looked really yummy too. And where can you buy? So you're going to have this on your website?
Yeah, those are going to be one of the products, and I believe you can get those at Target as well, right?
I think I read that too on the site.
They have pretty good distribution.
Live life lovely, always gluten-free. So yes, anything that says always gluten-free is my kind of thing. Yeah, GF. Oh my goodness, look at those candies too. Yum.
I know, amazing.
Okay, yeah, the Lovely Candy Company. Definitely check that one out. All right, so, and the last one is...
The last and final one is So Delicious, and they're a dairy-free company, so they make, like, almond milk, coconut milk, products that you can use to cook with instead of dairy products. And my personal favorite, I love their frozen treats. And so I've been eating them for a while, and I was trying to come up with like the 10th item on my top 10 list. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to put So Delicious on there. And to be honest, like this is something that we ate since we started our gluten-free, dairy-free journey. And I wasn't sure if they were a small business or not. So the really funny Twitter story comes in here where I decided to go on their website and I found the marketing contact and I tried to email her to ask if they were a small business or, if they were privately owned and, if all of their products were in fact gluten-free, and like I had all these questions. So I typed up this nice email and went to send it to her and it bounced back. And I was like, oh no, like I need to get a hold of this person right now. And so I took to the phone and I decided to call the company, and I got the receptionist and I was like, you might be able to answer my question. Is So Delicious privately owned? And she was like, hold on a minute. And I actually had it on speakerphone and I looked at Mom, I go, if she can't answer this question right away, that's not a good sign. And,
not a small business.
Exactly. I was like, if she doesn't know who she's working for, that's not good. So I sat there and waited. She's like, I'm actually not allowed to give you that information. So I was like, okay, thanks. Click. And I immediately took to Twitter and I was like, just called So Delicious. The woman told me she couldn't, quote unquote, give me that information on if they were privately owned or not. Like, kind of sketchy, don't you think? And immediately they responded to me and they were like, oh my gosh, so sorry. New person working at the front desk. And then here comes the woman that I was trying to email. And she was like the head of the marketing and media department. And she personally called me to tell me how sorry she was that, the person at the front desk didn't know what they were talking about. And so we got it resolved via Twitter. And they're actually a small business out of Oregon, which I thought was really cool. So I thought they deserved an honorable mention because they got back to me so quickly on Twitter and solved the issue right away, and then went out of their way to make sure that it was all good.
I like this list, one of my favorite lists, because you took the time to, and everybody takes the time, especially my guests in the past too, where they say, this is why I love, the product. But you even went one more step, and I'm a huge small business supporter too. You went to who owns the company, and like you said, who runs the company, who is working for the company. And I love that about you, Tori. I thought that was really nice. What a great list of companies, brands, and delicious treats. Thank you both. And of course, I will be having you back as a guest.
We can't wait.
Yes.
Thank you.
And one more time, give a nice shout out for your website. Do you have any idea when it's going to be live?
It's barsandbites.com, and it should be up within the next month. If you actually go to torimolnar.com and subscribe to my email list, I'm going to send out an email blast once it goes live.
I shall be doing that in a few minutes. And here's the website again. Let's talk about where everybody can find you, Tori.
You can find me at Tori Molnar everywhere. I try to keep it consistent, and then my website is torimolnar.com.
Thank you both. Thank you again for being a guest and giving this great list, and kind of introducing yourself to the gluten-free community too, at least my community. So thanks again.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Okay, so that was an amazing show. I really enjoyed it. And next week I've got Kathleen with Gluten Libre Mom on. She's going to talk about, to kick off, because next month, May, is Celiac Awareness Month. And I'm a huge supporter of getting people tested for celiac. She was tested, her son was tested, and we're going to get them on next week. So until then, everybody have a G-free and happy week.